Let's talk about copy behavior. Unfortunately, one of the longer topics that we have to discuss. It doesn't really apply to you if you start greenfield. So if you have no users in your Jira, Confluence, whatever, then you don't have to worry about the topic. Just leave it on, do not copy. However, if you already have an existing site with history and users and you start deploying user sync, then copy behavior may be very relevant to you. It basically, what copy behavior means, if it's set to copy these users, it means it tries to find the user that it's syncing in another directory. So if you had that user in an internal directory or LDAP connected directory, it tries to look that user up in the other directory and then copy all the user's information during the first sync. So all the group memberships, last login times, etc., properties of the user that's saved in the directory. What that actually means, if the user gets synced for the first time, you get all the group memberships coming in from the identity provider, and then depending on your configuration, if you filter them or not, all of those will be applied, as well as the information copied from the other directory. So you get, to a degree, a superset of the combined information for that user. And that can be very useful, especially in environments where you, for example, want to have some groups coming from the IDP, some groups coming from locally assigned in those migration scenarios. It's important to know that the copy behavior only gets done when the user gets synced for the first time into the directory. So it's never applied afterwards anymore. So it's just basically to get to set the initial amount of information from the other directory on the first sync. That also means that on any subsequent sync, if you haven't configured your connector correctly, some of that information might be taken away. So if you haven't set local group management correctly and you had some groups not coming from the identity provider, they will be removed on the second sync of that user. So if that sounds very complicated, it can be, and it might be worth then, if you test it around in dev and it didn't quite do what you wanted it to do, to talk to our support and get us involved, because we can easily help you with those kind of migration scenarios. But again, the bottom line is copy these users, will take the information from another directory and from the IDP, mix them together on the initial sync of the user, so that you have all the information present in the synchronized directory.